wasn't just a cat, she was a member of the family. Got a little obituary I put on our Facebook page, just showing how much a part of the family she was. She was even in this card a couple of years ago. You could tell by enlarge it. All these signatures are after. Missed a lot. The house is very, very for almost all of you have lost pets before. It's excruciating. It's really, really hard, even though we know it was the right thing to do. If you aren't doing anymore, we had an organization called Lap of Love come out. I don't know if any of you have used them before, but they come to your home to do it. There's a vet that comes out, and they do such a beautiful job out of something that is so painful. For the family, Rory was never in any pain. They gave her sedative and pain medication while she was eating. The vet came in the door, gave her treats right away. They made friends, and then she went to peaceful sleep, and then she passed away. So that has been rough. So many of you have sent well wishes and even gifts and cards and things like that. Thank you very much. She was a very important part of our lives. All right. I hope this goes well today because the Instagram isn't working, music's not working, so we can just hope everything's going to work. So while it has been a rough week, and I mentioned last week, and my mom had been in the hospital over that previous weekend, so it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster for me. We do have, I think I might cry. We do have something happy happening. On Saturday, we get to pick up two little boys, two brothers. Here they are. That's the first one, little long-haired ginger. And then this is the second one. Oh gosh, how cute are they, huh? They're 12 weeks old. And if all goes well, they'll be coming home with us Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This is their litter. I mean, doesn't your heart just melt? Even if you're not a cat person, surely you can think that these little guys are cute. So it doesn't take away from the pain of Rory at all. I shouldn't say that. We are excited. Excited. But it would take a million cats to make up for Rory. So, it's funny. Most shelters don't allow you to take just one cat anymore. They want you to take two. And first we were against it, and then we started doing all kinds of research, and the research really does show that it's better to have two. So we're going to take those little guys. We are looking for names. I have a list going. If anybody's got clever names for them or cute. I was thinking of tomato names. I don't think the rest of the family's going to be into that. It would have been easy if they were girls, like Brandy for Brandywine or something like that. But if you have cute names, let me know. We're very, very excited. But again, thank you all you've listened to me over the last couple months. She was diagnosed with lymphoma in November. So you've listened to me and given me so much love and care. And it just shows again how amazing this community is, and just so loving, and that we truly care for each other. It's about a whole lot more than tomatoes. So I do have other announcements to make, but let's get to some comments so I don't get so far behind. Susan was first before Sherman today. Hi, Susan. Thanks for being here. Hey, Sherman. Last check-in in Florida before final flight to Columbia. Have a great flight, Sherman. Have a great adventure. We'll talk to you when you're there. Thank you for tuning in. I'm really happy to have you. Hey, Drew. Nice to see you. And Pam. Mayor from Afar is here. Hello. Boy, I really do feel off without the music. Do you guys? I wonder what's happening with the music. I kept trying to play it. You guys hear anything? It says it's playing. I hear nothing. I hear absolutely nothing. Let me know if you heard that. Hey, Denise. Yes, everybody's wishing Sherman well wishes for sure, Sherman. You're a big part of this community, and we know you're on this major adventure and moving to Columbia. And we'll talk to you on the other side. River Rock Farm, it's almost time. It is. It is. Happy Thursday from Franconia, Germany, Lauren and all tomato heads. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Sending sunny greetings from Germany. I love your profile photo. It's Garfield. I had Garfield as a name possibility for one of the kittens, and they didn't like that. Right now, I think we've decided we need to wait to see them and then we'll name them. But right now we're looking at Hopper and Rue, or Stanley and Chester. I know they're very different, but yeah, we're getting the kids involved in all of that too, because these little guys, they're going to be a big part of our family, just like Rory was. I have a beautiful story with Rory. So back when we first bought our house, which was it was right after we got married, or the year after we got married, 1994. My grandparents, my mom's parents, were still alive. They came to see the house, and they took us out. They wanted to get something for us to remember them by, so they got us a lilac bush. And so we planted it in a really bad spot. I mean, we were like 24 years old. What the heck did we know? We put it kind of on the side of the house at the end of our driveway. So it's still, nice bush, but it's kind of hidden by the line of trees. So a couple of years, like 5 years or so ago, my mom said, I'd love a cutting from the lilac bush so she can have a part of her parents. So Rob took 2 cuttings and he put them in this massive pot that's been in our backyard. And they've both been growing for the past, I think, 4 years, he said. My parents took one last year. And then we had another one that was in full bloom, and it was really taking off in the pot. And so while we could have gotten Rory cremated, we decided to have a burial in the corner of our backyard. So she's there, and the lilac bush is now with her. And so we'll always have that blooming lilac to remember our girl by. She was only 9. We really pictured her being with us until she was like 20. So it's sad, but boy, did we have a great life with her. She gave us so much joy and so many laughs. You guys know. Most of you have had pets in your life, Hi, Leslie. Hope everyone's seedlings are off to a good start. Mine are. There's still a select few that have not germinated. Maybe 4 or 5 that haven't germinated. Nothing that I'm going to lose sleep over. So yeah, if I have to cross them off the list, I'm actually fine with that. What did germinate, gang? See these 2 little guys? That is Amarillo de Ladrunian, the one I've been talking about that Nuno Baptista got me from a seed bank in Spain that extinct. Nobody could find it. Even the town of Ladrunian couldn't find it. And he said these are 30-year-old seeds, and look what I've got. Excited, #excited, very excited. Let me get to a couple more announcements before we get to more comments. Pretty sure, 95% sure, I will not be having a show next week, next Thursday, because the following day is finally our 3rd annual plant, it's not really a seed swap, but plant seedling swap and meetup in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, which is halfway between Jen and I, 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring yourself is the most important part. If you have plants and seedlings to bring, that's great. If you don't, it's okay. Come, you will go home with plants. I guarantee you that. And it doesn't have to be just tomatoes either. I'm giving away a lot of peppers. If you join our chat, if you're in the group in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, which, by the way, is a group I run with Jen Joy and Kina Tonarud, we have a chat for people that are going to Carlisle. If you're coming to Carlisle and are not a member of it, let me know and I will add you to the chat. You don't have to be a part of the chat, but people are already putting out things like, does anybody have an extra Ananas Noir? Just an example, and people will be like, yeah, I can bring it. So it's kind of helpful for that. So come in the chat. Yes, peppers. I've already reserved several peppers. I should have my list I mean, I haven't done a lot this week because I'm really mourning a lot. Um, like yesterday, I should have been out in the garden the day before, but it's okay. It will all get done. I didn't even tell you guys I wasn't doing a garden tour yesterday either. Like, just in this funk, but I have a feeling after Saturday at 2 p.m., the funk will be lifted a little bit. So tomatoes, peppers, really whatever plants you want to bring. I've got a couple things here. I know I'm not alone in this. I take cuttings from that African blue basil I like so much, and I'll have some of these to give away. Pretty sure Achilles said she was bringing some. Pretty sure Jen will bring some. Don't guarantee that, but I'm pretty sure. I have several of these. This is, oops, me with soil on the keyboard, silly me. This is that Bill Archer variegated borage that I talk about every year. Borage is a great crop to plant in with your tomatoes to reduce tomato hornworms, and this Bill Archer variegated is not easy to find, and so I will be bringing extras of those too. Hang on here. Soil. It's amazing this keyboard still works. I'm going to have some quick snack cucumber plants. And so, oh yeah, so I will work up a list of what extra tomatoes I will have. Haven't done that yet because I just haven't done it this week, but it'll get done next week. So anyway, I'm pretty sure I will not have a show next Thursday. Oh, I feel like I'm feeling very off today. I think it's the music, the lack of music. If it's your first time watching, please type in #tomato in the comments. You only need to do it once. And we're giving away some great prizes at the end of the show. This week, prizes donated by Heidi Dolan, Joyce Owens, Olivia Lai, and Misty Carter. Thank you all so much. So type in #tomato in the comments, and at the end of the show, we'll be giving away some great seed prizes. Carlisle will be giving away a lot of things. Oh, so last week's show, I talked about a variety called Dieter's Legacy. If you watched the show, it's a very special tomato that Lori McDowell is the daughter of Dieter. And so some people were growing it, some people were trying to grow it and didn't get germination or whatever. After the show, Lori watched the show because I did a memorial to her dad and talked about the tomato. She's going to come to Carlisle, and she said she has 8 seedlings to give away. So we're going to have to figure out maybe a raffle or something like that. I will have a couple seedlings. They're smaller. She does say it's a late season, so she wanted to come and give some established seedlings away. So what a treat, huh? There's going to be that. John Kramer's giving away a $25 Tomato Eden gift card. We'll have lots and lots of other prizes. So I hope you guys can make it, even if you can come for an hour or two. That would be great. And again, if you don't have plants, it's okay. If you're bringing me plants, don't. I don't want to come home with anything. I know I will, but I don't want to. All right. Did I have anything to say about no show next week? Carlisle Dieter's like, oh, my shirt. Like my shirt? How cute is this? Found it yesterday at Whole Foods. Go figure. Riley saw I was in a funk. We're all very sad. And she's like, let's go out to Whole Foods, which doesn't sound like a fun time to most people, but it's a bit of a trip for us. It's like 35 minutes, so I don't go that often. And I'm a foodie, so I love I actually like Wegmans better. But so we went to Whole Foods. We hadn't been in a long time. And they had these tomato in a heart shirts. Do I need more tomato shirts? Absolutely not. But it's a very Lauren shirt, and it's tomatoes in a heart, so I had to get it. So that is my shirt. I don't know that, I have a feeling it's like a local artisan that had it, so I don't know if your Whole Foods will have them, but check it out. It was like, there's like a section with a little bit of clothing and like supplements and stuff like that. It's super cute. And I told Riley, I'm going to spend all this money on this. I will get it dirty very quickly, but that's okay. I love it. Who else do we have? Hi, Will. Thanks for being here. Hi, Laura. It's a good day to talk tomatoes. It is. It is. Hi, Tara Dove. Happy Thursday. And Lisa's here. And Satya's here. Hi, Satya. And Mike is here. Hi, Mike. We've got Blah Blah. We've got Kelly and Mariah. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We already have 104 live viewers. And that's not even counting Instagram because I don't think I'm broadcasting on Insta. Oh, it says I'm live. Okay. I don't believe it, though, because I didn't press go live. It says I am. I'm not sure. If you are watching on Instagram, I can't see your comments, so come on over to my YouTube channel, which is Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head, and you can be part of the conversation, and you can be eligible to win some great seed prizes at the end of the show. Hey, James. Greetings and salutations from the West Coast, all of you tomato heads out there. Heidi's here. Hi, everyone. GTSY. Good to see you. We'll think it's good to see you. Hi, Heidi. Yes, if everybody can hit the thumbs up, that helps me out a lot. I appreciate it. I'm on the East Coast. You should come. We've got people coming from all over. As far north, I think the furthest north I know of is New Hampshire. South, I think Florida. And furthest west is California. People are flying in, coming from all over. So we would love to see you guys. And for those of you who will have to miss it for, it's a lot of reasons. Maybe oceans separate us. Maybe you just can't make the trip or whatever. We will be doing some kind of a live show there, at least for a couple minutes. Jen and I will be, so we can share in the fun with all of you. The service is really, really bad there, but thanks to Jen's husband, Ben's phone, we tend to get a little bit of service. I think it worked out okay last time. So excited. I can't believe it's a week from tomorrow. We've had it going or planned and booked for months. If you can't come to our tomato tasting in the fall. That'll be August 28th. It's another Friday. This time we will have tomatoes to taste. Bring your tomatoes. We'll have a tasting. We will have, I think, Sean and Pat from Bounty Hunter will be selling seeds. Ken from Forgotten Heirlooms will be there selling seeds. I'm not sure of what other vendors at this point, but at least those two. And we'll be tasting a lot of good tomatoes. Scano Ongway, thanks for being here. Hi, Samantha. Looking forward to another great show. Hey, Greg. Thanks for tuning in. We've got Robin and Green Apples 8489. Happy Thursday, a beautiful day to learn about tomatoes. Hey, Jess. Thanks for being here. Hey, Kim. Happy Thursday. I'm up-potting some basil while I watch today. Very nice. Crystal. Hey, Crystal. And here's my partner in crime, Jen. Just came from Materville. Started planting my sweet peppers today. I'm whooped. Ooh, that's brave, Jen. That's brave planting them this early. Sending good vibes to you. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, June. Happy Awesome Sauce Day, everyone. Brianna's here. And Stephanie's here. And hey, Tiffany. Thanks for being here. And, oh, the waiting music was playing for you? Oh. Well, I'm glad you guys got, well, I didn't play the countdown. I'm glad it was playing for you. I couldn't hear a thing. I wonder if I was on mute. No, it's still, I don't know. But I'm glad it was working for you. Thanks, Brianna, for letting me know. Hi, Linda. Thanks for being here. If I owe you prizes, I do know. You are in my notebook here. It's just been a lot lately. I will get to them, I promise. But I think I'm a couple weeks behind again. I had been caught up, and now I'm a couple weeks behind. So have no fear. Is everyone ready to have our list shaken up? That's what I do. Everybody grab a notebook and pen if you haven't already. And if you are a member of Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap, we have Seed Seeking Saturday every single Saturday. You can put up to 5 varieties that you're searching for. And people love to grant wishes in our community. They really do. It's unlike any other community or Facebook group that I've ever seen. People are incredibly generous and kind and love giving more than they love receiving. It's really true. So grab a notebook and pen. If you see something you like, you can ask for it. We also have a most wanted post. You can have one variety up there at all times. Your most wanted, your number one most wanted that you're desperately seeking. you can put stuff in there too. One at a time. Can't hear you over music. Well, it's not playing now, I hope, right? It shouldn't be. Music is blaring. Okay. Can't hear you over the tunes. Okay, well, hopefully you can hear me now, yes? All right, that was 20 minutes ago. Somebody tell me the music's no longer playing. I'm guessing it's gone now. All right, now I have to go back because I went current. Getting a lot of hashtag tomato. Achilles says she's bringing at least 12 plants of the African leaf basil. Oh, 5 are spoken for. Yeah, they go fast. Hey, Jessica. I've missed it here and so glad to be making the show this Thursday. Glad to have you. Yay for the germination of Emeria de la Junior. Yes, I'm excited. Oh, thanks, Larissa. Beautiful story with Lilac and Rory. Yeah, it's almost like we were saving it for her. We didn't know where we were going to put it. We probably weren't even going to plant it in the yard. We would have just kept it in the pot again. So, yeah, it's perfect. It was meant to be. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you. Jess says, that sounds perfect regarding the lilac. My cat is buried underneath a maple leaf viburnum we planted soon after, and I'm glad she's part of nature, and I think of her whenever I see that beautiful shrub. That's so nice. Yeah, they gave you the option of, like I said, they could have cremated her and we could get the ashes back. They could have cremated her and they deal with the ashes, or we could keep her. And we had a cat 30 years ago that we buried in the backyard also. Our yellow Labrador before Rory is not buried in the backyard. It would have been a great big hole, but he lives in our hearts too. We sure loved that guy. Hey, Francis, I want to give you a big old hug through this computer. Thank you. Thank you. Jasper and Chester, those are cute names. Let me write that down, Jasper. That was our neighbor's dog, so that may not go over well, but I'm going to put it down. Where's our names list? Cat name ideas. Here we go. Jasper. Jasper. We have Chester down already. Thank you for the name idea. If anybody else has them, let me know. Hey, Alex. Thank you very much. What should you keep in mind when selecting F2 tomatoes? What's the most important thing? I have 20 plants started. That really is up to you and what you're looking for. I usually start with taste, but it depends on what I'm doing. Like I do a lot of micros, so clearly I'm selecting for the micro dwarf, size. And then I like shape, I like the looks of it, but if it tastes bad, I don't want any part of it. So I've got 2 indeterminates and 2 dwarfs that I'm working on the F3s this year. That came from a Malachite box and a dwarf purple heartthrob cross. And we tasted a whole bunch of others last year of the F2s, and some weren't good. They were really pretty, but just not good. So for me, taste is paramount, but it really depends what you're looking for. Disease resistance is another big one for people. Color, obviously, but for me, it's always taste. Yes, Angwei, thank you. The info on Queen Nanny leaf type is updated on the Good Mind Seeds website. I also posted an updated email to reach me. Thank you. What he's referring to is the wonderful variety Queen Nanny, which I grew last year. Jen grew last year. It was listed on Good Mind Seeds as a potato leaf, and ours were all regular leaf. And Angwei thought perhaps it was a cross or something like that, but he started from his seeds this year. These were seeds that came from him, but he started his own seeds, and his were regular leaf also. So he's changed it on the Good Mind Seeds website, so it shows that it is a regular leaf, not a potato leaf. So for those of you I gave seeds to for Queen Nanny, if you're growing it this year, don't cull the regular leaves, because that's what you want. I do have it on my Instagram review, but I don't know if everybody has read that or not. Felix is on the list. It just went on this morning, as a matter of fact, Christy. Thank you. So is Cheeto and Chester. Oh no, wait, is Cheeto on? Cheeto. Yep, Cheeto's on. Cheeto and Chester. Riley didn't like Chester because she says too many cats she knows named Chester, but I like it. Nacho was another one. We've got some cute names. Cheese names would be cute for the kittens. One looks like a cheddar and the other a Colby Jack. Colby Jack. I like that a lot. I kind of like names that are like regular person names. Cheddar and Colby. Colby Jack would be good for the one who's white and ginger. That would be, oh gosh, that is a cute name. Chandler and Joey's really cute. I thought of, where did it go? Cosmo and Kramer, if you're a Seinfeld fan. I don't think they liked that. And then, Jess, was it you that told me? It's either you or Akeelia, I think. Maybe it was Akeelia. Said Weasley, or Ron and George for the Weasley brothers from Harry Potter would be super cute too. So we're getting the white one with the ginger head, and then the long-haired ginger at the bottom. Very, very excited. Gizmo's on the list too, Kim. I think it's what? Yep, it's number 3 down. Funny. Colby and Jack instead of Colby Jack. I'm writing that down too. I like it. Colby, I like it a lot. Would be kind of funny for a house of vegans too. Colby and Jack. I love these. That's so funny you said Gizmo too. Hey Jessica, happy Thursday. Maybe we don't talk tomatoes today. Maybe we just name my kittens. Colby and Jack. I like it too. I really do. I have to bring it up to the peanut gallery. Riley's got some strong opinions. Angwei, you said this to me earlier. Takis is cat in my language. Lynx was first born in this world. The children of Lynx were the twins, Good Mind and Bad Mind, Good Mind Seeds, who went on to create the many blessings and hardships we face today. Takis and Lynx, I like that. Saucy and Mr. Bossy. I love that. We're supposed to be narrowing down the list. You guys have good ideas. Saucy and Mr. Bossy. So Rory was always Rory, but I called her Rory the Wonder Cat. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to put a title at the end of these guys, like Master or Duke or something like that at the end. Mango and Sunny. Or Mango and Tango. Sunny. We have Sunny. We had Sunny. Rusty and Sunny we have down. New kittens, how exciting. So happy for you. Thank you. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we put Rory the Wonder Cat to a peaceful sleep last Friday. It was excruciating and beautiful at the same time. And we're getting these 2 little boys on Saturday. Right now they're named Flame and Lumi. Lumi I don't mind. Flame I'm not a big fan of. Oh God, aren't they cute? We're nesting too. We got like a pen, we got a cat tree, because Rory didn't like to do any of that stuff. I think she was sick for longer than we thought. This, by the way, if you're just tuning in, this is a tomato show. We're just talking about the new kittens I'm getting on Saturday. But I see we have 121 live viewers. Please don't. Oh, that's something different I want to talk about. That's not even tomatoes. Yuzu and Saki, that's cute. I have Mochi and where'd it go? Mochi. Where'd it go? Did somebody take it off? Mochi and Miso. Those are cute, aren't they? Yuzu and Saki. You guys are good. Yeah, Colby and Jack. I can dig that too. Hi, Mandy. Nesha says, I like Colby and Jack too. They are precious. Well, I will be sure, make sure. Oh no, next week I won't. Maybe I'll come on briefly just to show you my kittens. I was going to say, I'll show you next Thursday. If I'm not a crazed lunatic, and I think I will be, but maybe I'll just record a quick video so you can see my babies because they grow up so fast. Gruyere and Gouda, that could be cute. I mean, to reference T.S. Eliot, cats, all cats have to have at least 3 names. In my experience, more like 17 of them. Cats, the musical, is very important to our family. You guys may know my daughter Riley is an actress, singer, and her first solo role was as this was in 6th grade as Grisabella in Cats. It was a wonderful production, even though it was a middle school. Grisabella is the haggard cat who sings Memory. It was beautiful. She's like this tiny little thing in this costume that was rented by some high school in Texas, and she's swimming in this costume, but boy, did she sound beautiful. So I love like Mungo Jerry and Rumpelteazer and all those cats' names. Probably not, well, Grisabella is Mr. Mistopheles. I like Mr. Mistopheles too. Ginger, aka orange cats, are classified as red cats. Maybe look at orange and red tomato names. That could be good. I'm not naming one of the cats Durian. No way. Durian is that stinky fruit from, I know we tasted it a little bit in Singapore when my sister lived there. Not naming my cat Durian. That's what it is, right? Oh, those are cute. We're a Muppet household. Ernie and Bert. Kermit and Fozzie, Gonzo and Rizzo. Those are cute. I think Gonzo might be on our list. These are fun. I also thought of Tater and Tot. My cat's name is Mochi. I like it. Colby and oh, Nanette, Casino and Chip. I like it. I like it. I'm putting that down too. Casino and Chip. Colby and Jack. Boy, I need to tell Rob, Riley, and Jake that is the runaway winner. I adopted 2 kittens last year. One has socks on all paws, named him Socks. The other is a tough guy, named him Thor. That's cute. It looks like we haven't met them yet. It's only volunteer, so you can only see them on weekends. So we're hoping all goes well. But look at the white one. See his tail? It's like a tiger stripe tail. Oh, my heart, my heart. All right, we should talk tomatoes. We really should. Let's get to that. Thank you for sharing the ups and downs of my emotions this week with the passing of our dear Rory and these unnamed cats. One other thing I wanted to show you, which I did just do a little sneak peek at. This is not tomatoes either. This is peppers. If you're a member of our sister group, Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap, you should be. Here it is right here. Pepper Lovers Collective and Swap. I put a post up a couple days ago. So I have struggled over the years with, nope, not that, with not fungus gnats, although I get those on some microdwarfs too, but aphids that are underneath the leaves. Struggled for years. I've tried all the sprays, the organic, recipes and all of that. Nothing worked. And then I watched a video from Ashley from Gardening in Canada where she was talking about silicone and soil, which I didn't even know was a thing. And she mentioned rice hulls, which is the outer shell of rice, and how they can be good. And she happened to mention they're also good for fungus gnats. So I looked into it, and not only is it good for fungus gnats, it's good for all kinds of pests. So I got a bag. I tried it with some micros that I grew indoors over the winter. Worked great. And let me tell you, my peppers are the best they've ever been. I have not found one aphid on the underside of the leaves. What does it do? It just provides covering, like a lot of people use perlite and all that, but it gives you more covering than that. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is what it looks like close up. And really, I just use enough to cover the soil. That one actually needs a little bit more. But oh my gosh, it's like a miracle. This is the brand I got. It's a 2 cubic foot bag. I think they have a smaller one too. It will last forever. So if any of you are looking for a way to get rid of fungus gnats or those pepper aphids, which, man, I know somebody mentioned during Ken's show last week that they take their soil, they boil the soil, and then they add amendments in and they don't have a problem with aphids. And I'm like, well, then you may as well build your own soil, because I'm not going to take a bag of Happy Frog that I spent $25 to $30 on, boil all the good stuff out of it, and then put stuff back in. That sounds like a fortune. It sounds like a waste of time. Or you can just get rice hulls. I'm telling you, I know you're probably like, yeah, I've heard everything. It really has worked for me. Let me get you a link. It's not, I don't get anything from, actually, that's not true. This, if you click on this link and purchase it, is technically an affiliate link, but they don't pay me to say any of this. I'm just really excited about it. And I think some of you have got it already. So there it goes. There's other brands. I saw Ken held up during his show on Tuesday. He held up that he had a smaller bag. A small bag will go a long way. You don't necessarily need this big bag, but it's also a good, I put perlite in my beds, all my beds, to kind of lighten the soil because it gets compacted. And I'm going to use some of these rice hulls in it as perlite in some of my beds and give it a try this year. So hopefully you try that out. Linda, I've seen Cats at the Orpheum Theater years ago with my mama and daughter. Loved it. Isn't it so good? I love Cats. Oh, this is cute. My granddaughter brought home 2 kittens last year. She named them Pumpkins and Pickles. I love pickles. Oh, Cheryl, just got my bag of rice hulls in the mail yesterday. You have to let me know how it works out for you. I'm into, like, I can't believe how good it is. I just can't. I've never had a year where, like last year I tried, is it lime that Val Smith gave? And it worked a little bit, but you have to sprinkle it on the leaves and it dried them out, and then you've got to spray it like it was a whole thing. And it worked a little bit, but this is like, it's like too good to be true. I hope I'm not selling you guys a bill of goods, because it's worked great for me. I've heard about using rice hulls also. I put rice hulls as I'm potting up, and the fungus net numbers are dropping already. Yay, I'm so happy to hear that, Rowena. That's fantastic. Good to know about rice hulls. I used to use composted rice hulls to amend clay soil. I've had so much trouble with aphids the last 2 years. Yeah, last year with me with tomatoes, I got those ladybugs, if you guys follow me on my channel, and it worked great, but I had never had aphids outdoors before. I mean, it was weird. Okay. If you're just joining, welcome. My name is Lauren, Mrs. Tomato Head. We are going to talk tomatoes, I promise. Type in hashtag tomato. We've got some great seed prizes to give away at the end of the episode. All right, so that is the rice hulls. Do I have any other announcements before we talk tomatoes? Dieter's Legacy, Lori McDowell coming with 8 Dieter's Legacy plants to Carlisle. Excuse me. By Amarillo de la Junion, germinated rice hulls on peppers. No show next week, except I might do a special kitten show. Rory passed away, and my shirt from Whole Foods. Okay, let's get to some tomatoes, shall we? First one is one I've had on my wish list for a long time. And who came through for me? Nuno. And please, I say this not every week, but when I share about somebody who is granted seeds, please don't contact them. Instead, if you want a variety, put it in most wanted. That way, that gives the giver the opportunity to offer it to you, rather than us putting people in a bad position by asking for seeds. But this one is a slow food arc of taste variety, and really, really hard to find in the United States. Rosa de Albesa. Here is the listing at Slow Food Arc of Taste. Translates to Pink of Albesa, a very ancient tomato variety grown in the Noguera County of Catalonia. It produces a medium to large size fruit, which has an intense pink color with full pulpy flesh. Sweet and aromatic, it has a high level of acidity, which guarantees a pleasant aromatic balance. Its flavor is intense and very juicy with an extremely enjoyable texture. Because of its thin skin and soft texture, the tomato is not very resistant to being moved around. It should be eaten, that's a weird thing to say, huh? It should be eaten fresh in seasonal salads or as a side dish. What else? Has thirst-quenching properties, which are optimal for the hot Spanish summers. Must be very juicy. When overripe, commonly used in summer soups such as the traditional gazpacho. Do you guys like gazpacho? I love gazpacho. Not all gazpacho. Like, I'm kind of particular about my gazpacho, but there's nothing better in the summer than gazpacho. Now I want gazpacho. And a true gazpacho, I believe, and for those of you who have a tighter in with Spain than I do, but I believe that true gazpacho is you drink it. I believe like doesn't have a whole lot of chunks in it, from what I understand. Somebody, please feel free to correct me, but I believe I'm correct about that. Fragility and low productivity have hindered its use in more intensive production, making it particularly attractive at the local direct sales level. And if any of you have grown this, please let us know. We want to know. It wasn't available on the market until a local producer in the 1980s began selling it at a market. Part of the large family of pink tomatoes found in the westernmost orchards of the Lleida region on the Aragon Strip, preserved by the seed bank of Cultures Trobades project, which I think is one of the seed banks that Nuno got the Emeria de la Junion from. Production has remained strictly local due to its low productivity. It is entrusted to a few families in Albesa. And now I have some seeds, thanks to Nuno. Pink, large, slightly flat, sweet and aromatic, full and fleshy, very good. I'm actually considering having some seeds accidentally drop into soil, like maybe after the show. I've been saying that for a few days, and I should have done it a few days ago. But the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, I need to grow this, and I need to share seeds with you guys. I do. Yeah, so that's Rosa de Albesa. Has anybody grown this one? Had gazpacho in Jamaica. That was phenomenal. And did you drink it? I mean, I've had both. I've made both. But I think they drink it in Spain, if I'm not mistaken. Achille, this is a good question. I wonder if the rice hulls are only effective as a preventative for aphids, or will they work if you have an active infestation? I would imagine. So it would prevent laying of the eggs in the soil. So I would venture to guess it won't get rid of your aphids that already exist, but it may prevent a lot more coming. That's my guess. I'm not an expert when it comes to that. Does Rosa de Albesa have a nipple flower scar? Don't know. Let's make that bigger. Yeah, a little bit, I think, right? Pretty. Yeah, I gotta get, in fact, I'm gonna just stop the show right now so I can get these in soil, which I think I mentioned last week. Kina has invented a name for it. It's called insta soiling. When you get seeds in the mail and you put it right, of course, I've had these now for a couple of days, so that wasn't totally insta, but now that it's in my head, I need to grow it. I'll do insta after the show. I love gazpacho. I was introduced to it in Madrid when I was a teenager in the 1960s when I ordered tomato soup. It's different from the tomato soup here, right? Campbell's tomato soup. Yeah, it does look like a neat flower scar. Angway, I think I need to grow it. All right, so I'm excited to have that one, Rosa de Albesa. Next one I just got seeds from my friend. I better not say her name, but thank you if you're watching. Bella Rubin. This is an interesting variety from Germany that has gone through years and years of stabilization. It was bred by Silke Wedemeyer from Germany through a breeding association based in Germany called Kultursat EV. And Silke worked with this company. It originated from the variety Black Ethiopian through years of selection. Hang on one sec. Oh, Mary, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Wonderful. Thank you. Hang on, let me write this down. Thank you. Mary's wanting to give prizes away. Thank you very much, Mary. And thank you so much for the donation. That means a lot. Thank you. Mary Rivas. Wild Angel. Oh, some of the new Lois's varieties. That's exciting. Lois's Baby Red Panda. Black Robin. And Baby Goldfish. For 2 people. Thank you, Mary, for both things. I appreciate it. Got lots of great prizes today. Thanks, Mary. Okay, has anybody grown Bella Rubin? Let me tell you more about it. Originated from the variety of Black Ethiopian. In 2005, it was acquired by a biodiversity conservationist as part of a small selection of varieties and further developed at the biodynamically farmed Wedemeyer site in Sudershausen. In the following years, it was repeatedly observed within a diverse range of varieties. The best individual plants were continuously selected and elite seed was harvested accordingly. The line proved very stable over the years. In 2018, it received positive attention during evaluations. As a result, elite seed was selectively taken from individual plant offspring and cultivated in 2019. And then in 2020, it was registered as an amateur variety with the Federal Plant Variety Office. So this went through a lot to get stable, and it looks like a wonderful variety. Let me tell you about the flavor in the plant, if I can find it. Flavor is characterized by a pleasant sweetness, mild acidity, and a balanced yet distinct aroma. I love the color. Isn't the color gorgeous? Skin is not too firm, leaving no unpleasant residue. Well-balanced, very pleasant sensory experience. Fruit color is brownish, turning a deep red when ripe. Medium firmness. Occasionally, cracking will occur, but they heal well. As the fruit ripens, it becomes increasingly soft and prolonged storage is not recommended. So that is Bella Rubin. Yeah, I wondered that too, Erin. That could be. I wonder if they dehydrate the aphids and gnats. I wondered that too. You know, getting back to that and Achillea's question. So Achillea, I mentioned that I used it on micros over the winter, and I did have some on my plants when I started using it. And then they kind of completely, like they just died. I don't think they have a long lifespan if I'm not mistaken. So it did kind of get rid of them in the end, and I did have a bit of an infestation on the micros. So that is a very unscientific observation from me, but that's my experience. So yeah, somebody, was it you, Achillea, mentioned doing it on something else? Somebody asked, wonder if it would help with roses. Oh, you mentioned on eggplant, which is another thing that I often get aphids on. I am growing some. They're kind of small right now, but I'm going to try it on that as well. Tomato seedlings, for me, I don't get aphids on my tomato seedlings, thank God. But about 3 years ago, I had to restart all my peppers because the infestation was so bad and it kind of killed them. And like I said, I've tried everything. And then last year, I just kind of took them outside a lot and hosed them down, like manually took them off. What a pain in the neck that was. So this is a wonderful solution for me. Hi, Jamie. Sorry, I am so late, and unfortunately, I can't stay long. Work and school is cutting in on my tomato time. I've missed you all so much. Me too. Me too. Glad you're here, Jamie. Bella Rubin looks yummy. Melissa agrees. Hey, Nuno. I know it's a cold soup, but don't you drink, is it like, don't you drink typical gazpacho, or do you eat it like a soup with a spoon? I could be mistaken. Maybe it was just the place I was at that did it that way. Oop, hang on, Quincy. I have to add a couple tomato-related name ideas, even though we've moved on. Milo. No, we're not moved on. We're never moved on from the kittens. Milo and Macbeth. Walter and Vincent. I love the name Walter for a cat, but my good friend has a cat named Walter, so I can't do that. Rufus and Rumi. I like Rumi. Rufus. I'm writing these down. Hang on. Back to kittens. Rufus and Rumi. I don't think Macbeth is going to fly. Rufus and Rumi. Love it, love it, love it. And my sister-in-law had a dog named Milo, so I can't do that. Vincent I like too. All right, thank you. Angway, if I got aphids, I would attempt using spinosad. It's organic, and if you avoid contact with it, it's something that breaks down within 20 to 30 days. Yeah, that's one thing I did not use. But man, it's been years and years and years of trying something, and this seems like such a simple solution that's worked like 1,000% for me. And no need to spray with anything. So I'm pretty excited about that. Hey, Kina. Just looking in to say hi, and we'll catch up tomorrow. We're trying to name my kittens. All goes well. Hopefully all goes well and we get them on Saturday. I mean, we've reserved them, we've paid for them and all of that, but we do need to meet them first, of course. Hey, Leslie, been building a greenhouse for the last few weeks. Catch up on the show later. Good for you. Have fun. In Madrid, they served the gazpacho in a bowl with a spoon. It was delicious, but not what I expected. Did it have chunks, or was it very, very smooth? I love it both ways, to be honest with you. All right, what's next? Let's move on to another tomato. Bella Rubin. Next one. Here we go. Eastham Pink heirloom. I have U.S. and Germany as the origin because it's an old. Well, I'll read it to you. Tatiana's tomato base says it is a regular leaf variety, and Delectation of Tomato says it's potato leaf. So I don't know which one it is. Tatiana says it's a family heirloom from Larry Eastham of Raceland, Kentucky. He sent seeds to Tatiana in December 2009 and noted that this tomato has been in the family for 80 years or so, and he was always told that they were German pinks. Aren't they all German pinks? It does seem to go back to all the pinks go back to being a German pink. They used to be huge, up to 2 or 3 pounds, but he has not had the big ones lately. And I assume this is probably from back in 2013 this was written. Indeterminate regular leaf, they say. Huge pink beefsteaks. Very meaty flesh with small seed cavities. Few seeds, excellent sweet flavor. Delectation of Tomato says medium to large oblate. Clear-skinned, beautiful tomatoes with delicious, mellow, pleasing flavor. Potato leaf. From Raceland, Kentucky, dating back to the 1920s with roots to Germany. So, don't know what you get with Eastham Pink heirloom. Has anybody grown it? Curry and ginger if you were going that way. That's cute. Gone full-on red lover. No, pink. Not red, pink. I'm getting full-on pink lover for sure. Not red, not red. There's a couple, but no, I'm obsessed with pinks and pink potato leaf lately. No, I know what you meant, red tomatoes. No, they are pink. They have the pink tomatoes. The inside looks the same, but the epidermis is clear for a pink tomato, and the epidermis is yellow for a red tomato. And it's often found that pinks are sweeter, or at least are perceived to be sweeter. Oh, I think Laura needs a kitty named Malachite. It's too bad they're not green. And if there's a second one, Marmalade, oh, I'm sure someone has. No, nobody suggested Malachite. I have to write that down too. I don't think Riley and Jake are going to go for it because they're not going to know what I'm talking about. Rob will absolutely know what I'm talking about. Hang on. Malachite and Marmalade, those are cute. Oh, the list is getting too big. I don't think we're going to know until we meet them. Malachite and marmalade. When we have dinner tonight, they're going to be like, nope, 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 yes, okay, maybe. I got you, Teresa. Not sure. I know what you're saying, though. It used to be all greens, and I think I've got like 2 greens I'm talking about today, or tricolor. But yes, I am obsessed with pinks lately. I've got a couple more to show today, too. Oh, ginger and snaps is cute. Cheddar and brie, Colby and Jack's. We've got that. Cheddar and brie, ginger and snaps. You guys are killing me. Oh, these are pretty. Shanti and Prema. Shanti means peace, Prema means love. Oh, I think I might cry. I'm writing that down. Those are beautiful. Shanti and Prema. Good question, Francis. Does anyone know how to be able to add a U.S. address when ordering from Meraki? Doesn't give a drop down for our country. They have stopped shipping to the United States. Wah, wah. I meant to put up a post. She told me a couple weeks ago. A lot of reasons, but she is no longer shipping to the U.S. So if you have a friend in Europe, perhaps you can have things shipped to them. But I think, honestly, my take on it is she tried sending so many of those advent calendars out, and they were big and bulky, and they got confiscated. But, I mean, it's her business. She needs to do what she wants. But, yeah, they're no longer shipping to the United States. She put up a post, I think, with a sale or something in the group. It was either today or yesterday. And she does say in there, like, not small print. You can't do small print in Facebook, but she does say no longer shipping to the U.S. But, yeah, she didn't do an official announcement. I kind of wish she had, because a lot of people are coming to me quite confused. Pink tomatoes crack earlier than red ones. Not to my knowledge. Is there something that you know that I don't? Not to my knowledge. Maple and pancakes cute. Yeah, Meraki has. Wah, wah. Well, poo, I know. I know. Cat named Simba and Leo. I love Leo. Leo is my horoscope sign, or whatever it's called. But Jen's got a cat named Leo. Simba is on the list. Leo would have been great, but not taking that name from Jen. She's got her little Leo. All right, let's talk about another tomato. Keep the names coming. I should keep it open in another window. Keep the names coming, everybody. I'm not sure if I'll get to all the tomatoes today, but we'll see. We'll see how we can get. All right, this is one that I grew and I talked about, but not in 2 years. I haven't talked about it since 2024. And since I didn't know a lot of you in 2024, I thought I would talk about it again. This one is from Latvia. Oh, I didn't put the origin on there. It's from Latvia. Not a lot is known about it. It's called Erox Blush. I grew it in 2024. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful. The Brix was a 5.3. We gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I do have a review up on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Mr. and Mrs. Tomato Head. I haven't put anything up in like 2 months, maybe. It's bad. It's just been a lot going on lately. Every day I'm like, I'm going to put a new review up, and it just never happens. All right, what do we know about Erox Blush? I said one of the most visually stunning tomatoes I've grown. I'm going to enlarge this just so you can see, because from a distance you may not get a grasp at how beautiful it is, but see, it's kind of not officially stripes, but isn't that gorgeous? I mean, look at that marmalade-like interior. Don't you want to just bury your face in it? I'm sure I did. I got seeds from Tomato Eden. I wrote, I love tricolors. It went on our 2024 grow list with much anticipation. And we were gifted with it was very prolific, beautiful, and a delicious indeterminate variety that I highly recommend. It was a regular leaf variety. The heart-shaped fruits average anywhere between 10 to 12 ounces each. And when you slice into them, you are taken aback by the juiciness and amount of seed pockets for the green seeds and goo, my fave. As you can see from the pic, the rust from the exterior did not bleed through to the inside, but instead it had hot pink marbling right down to the heart of the center. As if beauty wasn't enough, the taste was wonderful. I'm so dramatic. Deep flavor with equal amounts of sweet and acidity without any wateriness. I love a tomato that you can still taste for a few minutes after eating it, and Erox Blush is one of them. As I mentioned above, production was fantastic, and they picked up even more at the end of the season. We ended up giving a lot of these away to friends as we couldn't keep up with eating them, and I hated to put these beautiful tomatoes into my sauce unless I needed to. If you like tasty tricolors, Erox Blush is one of the better ones I've had. We really enjoyed it. And kind of piggybacking on that, I grow a lot of tricolors. If you follow me at all, you see that. Some of them don't have the intense flavor that I like. Some of them are a little bit watery. I love them. They're gorgeous. Every time I see a new one, I'm like, I must grow that. There are very few that I don't like, but some of them are just kind of like good, not great. This one for 7.5, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We give a lot of 6.5s and 7s. The only one I can remember that I really didn't like was Spring Noir, which is a variety by Tom Wagner, I believe. We grew that back in like maybe 2022, 2021. I remember not liking that. And then, Seven Rivers Tricolor from Elefirov. It didn't have a lot of anthocyanin on it, but for some reason, the taste of anthocyanin, like, just was injected in that whole tomato. I hated that tomato. Yeah, we gave a lot of the beautiful as anything, very productive, of course. So that's Erox Blush. Has anybody else grown it, or are you growing it this year? Olivia's growing it this year. Nice. Nicole's growing it this year. Seeds for me. Nice. Larissa looks like my kind of tomato. Oh, Tom and Jerry. I like it a lot. Tom and Jerry. If it's your first time watching, I'm sorry. But cat naming is really important. Thank you, guys. Reminds me of Muddy Mamba. Muddy Mamba was a good one, too. I think I grew that the same year. I think that I grew that one in 2024. It does look very similar to that. That is a sexy looking tomato. I agree, Mary. Good morning, Deborah. Woke up late. It's 7 a.m. My cat's name is Rambo and Conan. I like that. Strong names. Fernanda says, what worked for me with fungus gnats was one of those tennis racket shaped blue light bug zappers left plugged in. I have those all over the place. Eventually it got them all before they could reproduce. It helps me with fruit flies when the summer's ending and lots of tomatoes on my counter. But as far as fungus gnats and aphids, no, not for me. I've got them everywhere. They don't help with the... I'm talking about the aphids that are on the underside of the leaves on peppers. They don't seem to go to those lights. Not in my house anyway. If I can buy some of this tomato seeds, be growing them this year. Well, you can put in Seed Seeking Saturday. Perhaps somebody can grant them to you. I don't think this one's all that hard to find. Where did I say? I think I said I got them Tomato Eden. You can order from them. Oh, Olive and Basil. Those are kind of female names, though, aren't they? Hey, Jerry. Tom and Jerry's awesome. Yeah, I figured you'd like that. This tomato looks delicious. Yeah, I look at my list of all the things I've ever talked about, and when I see something, I'm always like, oh, I've talked about that already. But then I realize, like, I haven't talked about it since 2024. First of all, even if you watched it, who would remember it? And second of all, like, some of these were good varieties. I should talk about them again. Tango and Cash. I like that, too. Tango and Cash. I love that. Good idea. Hakuna Matata. I've got Simba on the list for sure. Hakuna Matata's cute. I'm writing that down. Rob and Riley are gonna kill the list even bigger. Okay. Next tomato. Kumbul or Kumbul. It's a variety from Elefirov from Kazakhstan. Not quite sure the pronunciation. I got my seeds either last season or the season before. I think it was last season from Tomato Galaxy in Latvia. Alafirov. Where'd it go? Here it is. I've grown several of Alafirovs. The problem I've had with some of his things, they're wonderful varieties, but I find they're not stable. In fact, Linda Wicker Downing did a grow out for us for Alafirov last year. Linda, if you're still here, did you have problems with things not being stable? I believe he's no longer with us. I think Alafirov passed away and kind of left a lot of things like Jarsons or Kazulas or Sophias and lots of breeders that they're not quite stable. So I found that. But the Kumbul, I've heard, and I forget who told me, that said this one's really, really good. Ah, Heidi Coddington to the rescue. I grew it last year. What did you think? What did you think? Crockett and Tubbs. I like that too. Crockett and Tubbs. From Miami Vice, for those of you that aren't old enough to know what she's talking about. I'm old enough to know what you're talking about. Crockett and Tubbs. It was Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, right? Tomato names, pop culture, one-hit wonders. I'm good at that. Real life, I can't remember anything. Crockett and Tubbs. All right, we have 145 live viewers. Great turnout today, everybody. For those of you who are wondering why there's names being thrown out there, I'm getting 2 kittens on Saturday, and so they're looking to name them just in case you missed it. Here's one of them. They're brothers. And here's the other guy. Adorable, right? And we lost our precious Rory last Friday. All 4 of us kind of felt like we didn't need to wait, that Rory gave us her blessing. It's weird because when our dog died 13 years ago, we went 4 years without a pet. But something inside of us said we need to do this ASAP. We think Rory's helping us pick these little boys out. So that's why there's names being thrown about as well as tomatoes. All right, let's get back to the tomato. Kumbul. Heidi, what did you think of it? Oh, I started to say, if you're just joining us, put in hashtag tomato in the comments. We've got lots of seed prizes today, thanks to our very generous donors. Sorry, I keep getting error messages. Hashtag tomato. What's going on? Here we go. Hashtag tomato. You only need to do it once. I'll do a drawing at the end of the episode. I didn't have time for a trivia question today, guys. Kind of like, by next week, I should be back to myself. Well, I'm not doing a show next week. In 2 weeks, I'll be back to myself. All right. Did Heidi answer? About Alafirov tomatoes, Linda said, he did pass away. They were difficult for me. Didn't like my hot, humid climate, but they were absolutely delicious. I found that except for Seven Rivers Tricolor, which I already said I couldn't stand, but the others I really like too. I love the Kumbul heart shape. Me too. Me too. In fact, Tomato Galaxy, their photo wasn't exact. They said there was a heart shape, but their photo wasn't a heart, but this came from a different vendor. Heidi, here we go. All of the Alafirovs were big and productive for me and liked Wisconsin weather. What did you think of this one in particular? Do you remember, Heidi? Unless I missed it. Thank you, Mary. Everybody go hit the thumbs up. That really does help. I appreciate it. Oh, okay, here's Heidi. It was actually not my favorite of the Alafirovs I grew. My favorite was one that was not what it was supposed to be. Yeah, that's what happened to me too. I grew Magician, which turned out to be a bicolor, and I believe was supposed to be a red. Although now there's, I guess, a couple Magicians out there. But honestly, I think that's part of the fun. Doesn't bother me. Okay, what's next? Where are we? Kumbul, Kumbul, Kumbul. Okay, next one. Got seeds from my buddy Heidi Dolan, who's a breeder, and she's giving away some great seed packages, including, for 2 people, seed packages of her varieties. So make sure you type in hashtag and tomato. Starsky and Hutch is already on the list. Rob came up with that one. They're adorable, aren't they? Thank you. Tomato roulette can be fun. That's a great way to look at it, Mary. I agree. I I mean, there's certain things like the older heirlooms and all of that um, that I really want. Like a couple of years ago, I got Lloyd E. Fry from Happy Cat Farm, and it was not what it was supposed to be. That's a real bummer. You know, it's not like a breeder that maybe didn't stabilize it enough where you get kind of fun Russian roulette. This was just not what it was supposed to be. Um, so I kind of find that there's a difference for me anyway in what I like in my roulette. If it's like some, breeder like Jarson or Sophia or or Kazulas or whatever, Alafirov or whatever, it can be kind of fun to see all these offspring that come out. All right, Sakarnney Zelti, which translates to either sugary yellow or sweet yellow. Heidi gave me seeds for these a year or so ago. It's a Russian heirloom. So Tatiana's Tomato says it's a Russian heirloom tomato from Tamara Yashchenko's collection. Introduced commercially by Tatiana's in 2009. 70 days, indeterminate, regular leaf, large yellow beefsteak, up to 2 pounds. Excellent flavor, very good yield. And then Heidi on her Instagram, which is Twine and Trellis. If you don't follow her on Instagram, you want to. Her photos and reviews are phenomenal. So Twine and Trellis on Instagram. The photo on the left is from her, and this is what she has to say about it. Another wondrous tomato from Eastern Europe. This one is called Sakarnney Zelti, or sugary yellow. My friend Bob from Ukraine got the original seeds from his family. The origin of this tomato may be Russian, but as we know, there have been some blurred lines in that region for centuries. True story. I am just more comfortable calling it Eastern European until I have more definitive info. At any rate, my seeds came from Ukraine, from Bob's family. He insisted I try it as it is one of his favorites. This tomato can be a whopper, weighing up to 2 pounds. In my harsh climate and altitude, my fruit typically average smaller, but still a very respectable 11 to 18 ounces. She's a beaut, this Sakarnney Zelti. Dense, fleshy meat that almost drips its deep golden color. Rich doesn't do it justice. The fruits are nicely heavy with a good amount of flesh to gel. There's good meat to sink your teeth into with enough dribbly juice to remind you it's summer. A masterpiece with pleasant sweetness and no acid. No level of anything insipid, which yellows and oranges can sometimes portray, since there's no acid to balance fruit taste out. This one is definitely tasty like a tomato, but it's so smooth it's almost like a melon. Brix tested at a 5.6 mid-season, so it's not sweet like a cherry, but sweetness is still ever present. And it's both lovely and satisfying. That is a very respectable Brix for a beefsteak for sure. My regular leaf plants reached a nice 7 feet in an earth box, and I had to give the vines a second stake to hold up all the fruit. Great production in clusters of 3 started right at mid-season. Yay. It's a good all-around tomato if you like yellows and oranges, which I generally don't, to be honest with you, but this one sounds good. Its flavor paired exceptionally nicely sliced alongside a more old-fashioned red, like George Detsikas, on a plate simply drizzled with balsamic. Yum! Can't wait for those quick tomato salad plates to be commonplace again. You and me both. Anything else? Tomato Faifu says, orange, yellow, beefy flesh with an excellent sweet taste. A rather early variety given its size and well adapted to short season and or cool summer regions. Adding this one to my in search of list. It looks fantastic. I think so too. Oh, Kim grew it. I grew it last year. It was very good and productive. I have pics and tasting notes on my Instagram page. Wonderful. Hey, Kim, and anybody, if you, I'm not sure, I've never seen anybody share a link. I don't know if you can share links in YouTube comments or not, but if you have a link to your Instagram review, please put it up. We'd love to give you support, and we'd love to hear what you have to say about it. It does look like sunshine. Calvin and Hobbes, I think that one came up, Calvin and Hobbes. The problem, I think, with that one is it means nothing to my kids. I like the names, though. They don't know who Calvin and Hobbes is. Captain and Lucky. Ooh. Me likey. This is torture. You guys are too good at this. Captain and Lucky. I know they're going to shoot that down. I do like the name Lucky, though. If I like Captain, too, that's super cute. Captain and Lucky. Okay. Oh, I love this, Jenny. Huck and Finn. Oh, I really love that. I keep going back and forth. I'm like, all right, tomatoes now, and then I've got to go back to my list. Huck and Finn is so cute. Huck and Finn. We do have Sunny on the list already. Sprout is cute. And that goes well in our family, obviously. Mater and Lightning McQueen or Mater and Doc. That's cute. I'm putting that down too. Mater is a super cute name. My dogs are Puck and Finn, says Christy. I withdraw mine. I like her and Finn, Huck and Finn too. Yeah, that's really cute. Okay, back to tomatoes. Don't forget to get hashtag tomato in, gang. Where are we? Okay, next one. I got seeds for this in France from Tomate de Charme. Nope, wait, where is it? Here it is, I skipped one. Novakov's Giant. It's also known as Giant of Novakov. There's a couple different synonyms for this variety. A variety from Russia developed by Al Novakov. It's a superb variety from Siberia. He's an amateur gardener, this Al Novakov. Very famous and popular among Russian gardeners for its huge and very tasty fruits. This is one of the tomatoes with an impeccable reputation, considered one of the best in Russia. Large round fruits, slightly flattened at the shoulders, beefsteak type of a beautiful raspberry pink color, from 200 to 800 grams. And if anybody's grown it, please let us know. Pulp is dense, sweet, and juicy, with a delicate aroma and taste of old tomato and a small amount of seeds. Very productive. Casey's Heirlooms of Airdrie says, I found this plant to have so many large tomatoes on it that I had to provide additional support for it. This tomato is a rare combination of great taste and extreme productivity and needs to be more widely grown and appreciated. Tomato Faifu says, dense, juicy, beefy flesh, few seeds, delicious flavor with a hint of acidity. There we go. Has anybody grown this one? I used to have a dog named Max. Max is a cute name. We know of another, we're close with another family with a Max, so we couldn't do that, but that is a cute name. With all these names, you need to adopt a few more. I know. Doesn't look like you can click on the link. Not sure why. Yeah, I had a feeling because I've asked people to post links to their things before. If you want to put it as a post in the group, please feel free. That way we can see what you have to say about it, as I'm sure it will end up on Seed Seeking Saturday for a couple people. Anybody grown Novakov's Giant? Putting that one on the list. Looks good, doesn't it? That interior, I like when a red or pink is like that deep color really, is injected in the center. That's what I like. It looks really, really good. This one looks delicious. I agree. Oh, good, Kim. Yes, please do. Always. Any of you that do reviews, please put them in the group. The more reviews we have and honest opinions from our fellow tomato heads, the better. And then you find who, the palates of the people that perhaps you share their palates. It's really helpful for all of us because we all know that narrowing down our grow lists is the hardest thing we do all year. It's harder than birth, right, Kim? It's harder than birth. Poor Kim. She's she'll be very pregnant. She's very pregnant with her daughter, which is exciting. But narrowing down your list is almost as bad as labor. It's hard every year. It's its own kind of pain. And so if we know what each other likes, we try it out. If somebody that you think a lot of it as far as their palate doesn't like it, maybe you want to stay away from it. Happens with me all the time. In fact, even on the show, I'll show something that I have on my grow list, and then a couple people will say it didn't do much for me, and I'll take it right off. So you guys help me as much as maybe I help you too. Oh, that's a cute name. Twinkie. Seaweed for you. The white kitten reminds me of a Twinkie for some reason. I'm putting that down. Twinkie. That's adorable. He's the one we're thinking of calling Roo, and the other one Hopper. But you guys are giving us some good names here. Twinkie. That's super cute. Harder than birth, says Kim. She agrees. Aw, I'm excited for you, Kim. All right, where are we? Novakov's giant. Nobody's grown Novakov's giant, huh? All right. Teresa, begin. Guess what I've got next? Cupcake and a Twinkie. I like that. Twinkie and Twinles? I'm guessing that's a typo. Twinkie and Twinkles? Is that supposed to be Twinkles? That's cute. That's cute. Tuli and Zorba. Those are strong names. Oh, Jekyll and Hyde. I was thinking mayhem and chaos, and I'm just asking for trouble. Rory was so mild-mannered, even as she wasn't like the most spastic kitten. We're fully prepared and really excited. I sure miss my girl, though. Sure do. Okay, next one's a pink for you, Teresa. Begin. Another pink. Jenny from Poland. I got seeds for this from Tomato Fest. And it is an exclusive to them, they say. They say it's a Polish heirloom. Stanley Hadkowski. Sorry. Stanley Hadkowski moved to Gardner, Massachusetts in the early 1900s from the Ural region of Poland. He brought with him seeds for this favorite tomato, seeds that he proudly grew for many years. His grandson, Richard Pinzinski, found some of his seeds from Stanley's 1985 harvest and passed them on to me to grow out in our trial. So this would have been Gary Ibsen of Tomato Fest, who passed away last year, I think. But his wife, Dagmar, runs it now. Tall, bushy, potato leaf, disease-resistant plants that bear abundant crops of 14 to 16 ounce pink, smooth beefsteak tomatoes that rival brandy wine for delicious flavor. A Tomato Fest exclusive, rare seeds. And then I found a quote from somebody on Reddit who was talking about it, and it said, the variety is a rare Polish heirloom. The flavor is very close to the delicious brandy wine. So there you go. It's got potato leaf like brandy wine. It's pink like brandy wine. Jennifer Barnes says, I plan to grow Jenny next year. It's my namesake, so I feel I must grow it. You do. You owe it to the tomato community to grow this. Yes, I will, Mandy. Thank you. Thank you. I love the looks of the Jenny variety. Me too. I couldn't find an interior picture anywhere. I have been thinking about Duran Duran names, believe you me. Rio and Rain. Double whammy with tomatoes and Duran Duran, or Rio and Tiger Tiger. I didn't think of Tiger Tiger. Well, Quincy, you know your Duran Duran too. I mean, everybody knows Rio. Some know Hold Back the Rain, but you know Tiger Tiger? I'm giving you a high five, fellow Durani. Tiger Tiger, I think that was the B-side of... Was that the B-side of the Reflex? I'm a sick woman, but I think it may have been. Wow, rivals brandy wine. Oscar and Felix is on the list. She will always be with me. Thank you, Quincy. Kim's growing Jenny. Yay. The decision was made because someone close to me has a daughter named Jenny. The seeds have been by far the best germination I've had. 6 seeds, 100% germination. Did you get them from Tomato Fest also? I've had good luck with germination from them in the past. And I thought of you too, Jenny. I guess I need it too. You do. Tomato Fest has them in stock. And I think somebody on Seed Savers Exchange also sells it, but you know, you can get the original seeds given to them by the original grower. Now I wish I started it. I started so many pink potato leaves though. Lots and lots of them. Heidi, you grew this one last year? What did you think? Ember and Spark, that's cute. I like that. Ember and Spark. We have Sparky, but I like Spark better. Sparky's kind of a dog name to me. Hang on. Come on. All right. So that is Jenny. You did get them from Tomato Fest. Yeah, I've had good luck. It was okay, not great, not very productive. Was this, I know you had a disease-laden year last year. Was that part of it? That's unfortunate. Jess says there's a joke that all orange cats share a single communal brain cell. My friend, so I have a friend who's in my other group, Attitude of Gratitude, with chronic pain. She's a vet, but she can no longer work because of her condition. And she's been so helpful for me over the last several months with Rory getting lymphoma and helping with medication advice and just advice in general. Now she's been helping me out with the kittens and stuff. And she told me the same exact thing, that gingers share one communal brain cell, but they are the most lovable goofs, consistent with my experience with the one orange cat I had. That was the year before. You didn't end things early last year? I guess I'm mistaken. I thought you were like done by the 1st of September or something. You had ripped everything out, but maybe that was the year before. It actually had its own container. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer. Maybe Kim will have better luck with it and all you Jennies out there. Okay, this is Kip Stripes or Dwarf Kip Stripes. This is a variety from the Dwarf Tomato Project, bred by Craig LaHoulier and helped being developed also by Susan Oliverson, part of the Dwarf Tomato Project from the United States. This one was released exclusively to Tomato Revolution in 2024, but then Victory Seeds, which is kind of the official vendor of the Dwarf Tomato Project and good friends with Craig, they picked it up last year in 2025. And what do they say about it? I have not grown it. Where is it, Jenny? Okay. Regular leaf, mid-season, producing pink fruits with gold stripes. Super pretty. New release from the Tiggy line of the Dwarf Tomato Project. Craig crossed Tiger Tom and Dwarf Mr. Snow for this one. On the sweeter side, Victory says rugose regular leaf plants reach about 5 feet tall and productive. So that's a taller dwarf. 4 to 5 ounce fruit are dark pink with golden orange stripes. Juicy with a tart but slightly sweet, snappy, and refreshing complex flavor. Craig found the selection that he named for his Maine Coon cat Kip. An additional selection work was done by Susan Oliverson. Bill Minky produced the seed that was then sent to Mike Dunton for Grow Out for Victory Seeds to release. It was introduced by Victory for the 2025 season. Now, Secret Seed Cartel carries this also. Theirs got to be 3 to 4 feet tall. They say making an easy pick for container gardens or raised beds. So theirs was a little smaller. So, but at the end of the day, it looks like you can grow it in a pot too. So has anybody grown Kip Stripes? Tiffany says, on my list, but hasn't germinated yet. Oh, wishing you luck. Flash and Tiger. I like Flash. I have Tigers on the list. No, last year made it all season. Okay. Glad to hear that. I don't know why I thought that you were done. You're always cleaning up like so neatly and share all your pictures of all your green stalks and stuff. And I'm always a hot mess by the time you're all cleaned up. In fact, everything's still a mess out there. So I'm always envious of your cleaning up early. I have ginger mill cats. They're the best. Thank you for telling me that, Deborah. Thank you. I've had cats all my life. We did have a yellow Labrador before Rory. When the kids were growing up, he was wonderful. But we are definitely more I don't want to say we're more cat people. Rob would like a dog, maybe in retirement or something. But we do love our cats. We really, really do. Feel like this hole in our hearts, like everything's thrown off in our house. Like my entire routine is thrown off. You know, in the morning, especially since Rory got sick, I'd take her outside to touch some grass, and I give her her pill, and then at night during dinner, we all just play with her and obsess over her. Like, yeah, we miss her a lot. Buttercream and Sponge Cake are famous Scottish folds, but cute names. Those are cute. I like Buttercream. Oh, you guys are killing me. Buttercream. Too many good names. River Rock Farm grew it last year. What did you think? That's a good idea. Rob used to love the Flintstones, Fred and Barney. That's cute. Writing down. All right. Carrot cake and cream cheese. I don't know about those. I like the carrot cake, though. All right. Anybody have anything to say about Kip Stripes? River Rock Farm, if you have something to say about Kip Stripes, let me know. Let us know, rather. All right, what is next? Rory Jenny, Kip Stripes. All right, here's another one that I grew. 2024. That again, I've talked about it before, but I haven't talked about it since 2024. Big Festival Tulip Green. This is an experimental variety. It was very, very unique. I know I gave out some seeds to people last year, and I think I saw some people grow it, but theirs wasn't exactly what I got. This was really unique. You can see just from the colors, it's outstanding. Let me enlarge this for you. The thing, I wish I have a video somewhere. This thing had amazing shelf life. Like it sat on the counter. We do these reviews every night during the summer. We usually pick like 5 a night, and it takes a long time because we're really geeky and we put a lot into it. And this one kept getting passed down, kind of like Queen Nanny did for us this past year. We're like, oh, we'll review it. It seems to be in good condition. Finally, we got to it. We sliced into it. You could hear it when you sliced into it. It was like if you slice into an apple. It was crisp, unlike any tomato I've ever sliced into ever before. I haven't heard that from anybody else. Like I said, it is an experimental variety. I got my seeds from Tomato Eden. I have a review on Instagram. We gave it an 8 out of 10. Brix was a 5.3, as you can see from the photo. I wrote this was an extraordinary and fun tomato. This experimental variety gifted us with very unique bumpy hearts and tricolor beauty throughout. Fruits averaged about 14 ounces. Plant was regularly foliage. It was indeterminate, topping out at 6 feet tall. They stayed on my counter for several weeks, so they definitely had good shelf life. I wrote, when you slice into one of these babies, the texture is similar to an apple, as it has very little water content. Very dry and little juice, but that doesn't stop it from being a really great tomato. Sweet and fruity. And then I wrote, you could use these slices as a finger food or an appetizer, which we've never seen in a tomato before. And this interior, OMG, it's a work of art. This is a keeper and so unique and delicious. Big Festival Tulip Green. I loved it. And I remember I couldn't get a lot of seeds out of it because it was very dry and there weren't a lot of seeds. But has anybody else grown this one? I really liked it. Oh gosh, Nesha, thank you. Adding a giveaway item, please. That's so wonderful. Wow, you guys are so generous. Always. Let me write this down. Make sure you guys get in hashtag tomato. 2 copies of Epic Tomato since we're talking about Craig. That's incredibly generous. Epic Tomatoes. Thank you so much. Nesha, could you write your full name down so people know who to reach to get these when we do the drawing? Very, very kind. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Hey, just checking in, Caroline from the Tomato Lab. Hi there. Caroline, did you grow this one? I was just thinking about you. Did you grow Big Festival Tulip Green? I was trying to think in my head of people I thought I had seen who grew this, and your name popped into my head, but I wasn't sure. River Rock Farm regarding Kip Stripes says I forgot to take notes and can't remember. Mary grew it. Big Festival Tulip Green was very crunchy for me too. Oh, that's good to know. I don't think I knew that. It was fun to grow, but not one I would grow again. Yeah, I feel the same. I really liked it. It was sweeter than I thought. But I like the juice and stuff. It was very unique. I don't think I knew that yours was crunchy too. Did you get your seeds from Tomato Eden or did you get seeds from me? I know it's experimental. There's a whole bunch of different tulips too. There's like black tulip, green tulip. There's a name attached to all of them, but I could not find the name attached to all of them. I think Jen's grown a bunch of tulips, if I'm not mistaken. I thought this too, Jess. Interesting. Seems like it could be good to cook with too. Maybe it would hold its shape a bit for applications where that would be desirable. Yeah, I was thinking slices with like a dollop of something on top of it, like a dollop of, well, for me, like a vegan cream cheese basil or like a basil aioli. Oh my God. With some aged balsamic. Oh, so good. Yeah, I wish there were more tomatoes like that because it was really, really unique. Jerry says, I'm crazy about the looks of Big Festival Tulip Green. Yeah, it's a beautiful one. Deanna, hi there. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. Make sure you type in hashtag tomato. We've got some insane prizes today. Peter got Big Festival Tulip Green growing here, but it is one of my slowest and least vigorous plants. I am close to throwing it out, along with a few others. That's unfortunate. It is an experimental variety, though, so I guess you don't know what you get. Love and Mr. Ranch Boar Goats. Sometimes the names you don't know. Lovin' Mr. Anch Boer Goats. Hi there. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sure I got that wrong. I have black tulip that didn't germinate. Yeah. I think with all these tulips, there's so many out there, and they come from the Eastern European region, whereas Heidi Dolan's review said a couple minutes ago, there's a lot of like gray area there and what's going on. So sometimes you just don't know. But it sure was fun to grow. All right. This is another one I grew. This was back in, was it 2023? Kenai Mondo Green. Nope, 2024. I was excited to grow this one. It's a cross of Galenas, which I have not grown, and Black Crim, which I have, and I really love Black Crim. So whenever there's something with like Cherokee Purple in the cross or Black Crim, I liked, and plus this was a green one ripe, so I had to grow it, right? It was a little underwhelming for me. We gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Brix was I wrote down a 4.7. That says 4.5, whatever, it's similar. I do have my review on Instagram of this, and I don't think I've, actually, on my list, it said I've never talked about this one on this show. So this is a first on this show. Very prolific plant, just bursting with fruits, averaging 3 ounces or 84 grams. Flavor was good, fruity with a good amount of sweetness. Expected more power punch of flavor from a cross of Black Crim, but it would make a delicious salad tomato and is great for anyone looking for tons of fruit, a bit mild for my taste buds. Small green tomatoes about the size of a golf ball. Ripens to an amber color like most green one ripe varieties. Very juicy and mild with little acidity. Regular foliage, indeterminate. These babies were great for snacking in the garden, loaded with lots of green seeds and goo. I did squirt seeds quite a bit when biting into it, but hey, that's the fun of tomatoes in summer. Serves me right for eating them right off the vine. Flavor was a bit milder than I normally like, but you must remember that I like very loud varieties. Bold, intense, and packed with flavor is what I prefer. So if you like milder varieties, you will adore Kenai Mondo Green. They are very juicy and mild with little acidity, and you will never tire of it. The plant is early and endless. What a treat to have these all summer long. So, grew that the same year that I grew Hatho by Angwe Ias, and that one definitely was much better than Kenai Mondo Green. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Mary says, I think I started this one, but I'm not positive. Now I have to check. You know it's bad. I have that too, the same problem too. You know it's bad when you can't remember what you've started. Every time I watch, I find more and more I want to grow. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. How many more do we have? We're almost at 2 hours. We'll do a couple more. I'll go 15 more minutes, and I should be able to do them all. Let's go on to moving on from Kenai Mondo Green. Jeff Davis, otherwise known as Jefferson Davis from some places. Tomato Fest says it is said to be a very old heirloom variety that honored the Confederacy's only president here in the United States. First offered in the Seed Savers Yearbook of 1991 by Donald Sparks of Pikeville, Kentucky. It's a large potato leaf heirloom variety that produces 10 to 18 ounce pink tomatoes that have a creamy flesh, few seeds, and are deliciously robust with well-balanced sweet to acidic tomato flavors. A particularly good variety for the southern, warmer climates. Tomato Faifu, what do they say? Reportedly named after the Confederate leader during the Civil War, Jefferson Davis. Large purple-pink fruit with greenish shoulders, 300 to 500 grams. Beefsteak, fleshy, juicy beef flesh, creamy texture, mild sweet flavor. Potato leaf, well adapted to warm climates, good production second half of the season. Very high yield of great tasting, over 1 pound purplish pink beefsteaks. Has anybody grown Jefferson Davis or Jeff Davis? I had to walk over to my table to see which tulip tag I had. Which one you got? Jefferson Davis? Jeff Davis? No? Yeah, I know. I know. No thanks on that one. Just because of the name. I get it. Another nice fat tomato. Kelly, I'm growing Jeff Davis this year. I have a Blue Jays baseball theme. Growing it for our outfielder, Davis Schneider. Very cool. Very cool. You'll have to let us know how it is. All right, next one. This one I did showcase on my grow list video because I am growing it. This is the one and only Sophia Sakova that I am growing this year. Last year was my year of growing her varieties. Some of you may remember I grew about 25 of her varieties. She's a talented breeder from Russia. This one's called Malachite Oranza, and it's a new release for her this year. When I saw the photo, plus the name Malachite just caught me, because I love Malachite box so much. But then I saw that interior. I'm like, I need you. And so a vendor friend of mine from Latvia sent me a couple seeds, and I've got 2 growing. May have one to give away in Carlisle. We shall see. I think I have somebody who's interested, but I'll have to wait and see if she is or not. The interior looks insane. What do we know about it? Oh, it's got Opedisano. The cross is Opedisano and Taiga from Karen Olivier. Sophia says it's new from her selection. It's a potato leaf, which a lot of Sophia's, I only had 1 potato leaf from her last year. That was Chocolate Henry. The rest were all regular leaf. Mid-early large fruits, 300 to 800 grams, from high, flat, round to heart-shaped on one plant. Tasty pulp, very few seeds in the fruits. Doesn't say what generation it is. Who knows if it's stable? A lot of her stuff is not. But yeah, I know. I know. That's gorgeous. I know. How do you not know this one? Who, me? Oh, I knew all about it. You must mean something else. Love the colors. I know. That's gorgeous. Swoon, so pretty. That deep coloring. I know. I agree. Wow, the interior. Oh my goodness, I'm going to need this one. Oh no, really, Lisa? My Malachite Organza seed succumbed. That's such a bummer. Oh, that precious seed. Oh well. Wowzer, says Deb. This is a Deb tomato too. That's beautiful. Such unique color, says Lori. Another one, beautiful colors. Oh, I meant me. I figured it was something like that. Mary, whenever I talk about Chocolate Henry, I think of you for some reason. I think you were looking for that one all last year, weren't you? I'm growing Sea Sunset and Chocolate Henry in addition to Sophia's White Heart and Sophia's Green Heart this year. I didn't grow White Heart. I know Kina did. I did grow Sophia's Green Heart. Not growing Sea Sunset. You'll have to let us know what you think. I really liked Chocolate Henry a lot. You know that. Malachite Organza is beautiful. Looks very tasty. I know. Excited. All right. We have two more. Two more? Two more. Glassiner. These are the only photos I could find of this variety from the United States, also known as John Vesta. I got my seeds from Sandhill Preservation Center. Late indeterminate potato leaf, a local family heirloom, semi-sweet fruits is what they say. And then I found an old blog post of Craig LaHoulier's from 2022. He says it's also known as John Vesta after John and Vesta Glassiner. I requested this variety from Seed Savers Exchange member William Lyons of Massachusetts in 1988. It is one of the potato leaf pink beefsteak types. Glassiner was a member of my 1988 garden, providing first ripe fruit in 85 days from transplant, making it a late tomato. I harvested 25 oblate pink fruit at an average weight of 9.9 ounces. The plant yield was therefore 15.6 pounds. I liked the flavor, giving it an A-. I've seen the Seed Savers Exchange listing have the original source as John Glassiner of Iowa in 1979. I've also seen the variety listed as Glassiner 1912. Like all large pink potato leaf varieties, they likely originated with the late 1800s variety Mikado, introduced by the Henderson Seed Company. So Craig is always great for that, like, nitty-gritty history stuff. He's always great when you can find stuff from him. Cultive Teru does sell it, or Cultivate Your Street, a rare heirloom variety originating from Iowa. Dense beefsteak type flesh with a few seeds, well-balanced flavor, glossy pink skin, large productive plant with potato leaf foliage. Anybody grown this one? I need Malachite Organza. I see in the future, Seed Seeking Saturday is going to have a lot of Malachite Organza. Wish I could help you guys out. But I will at the end of the season. Heidi says, I need skills like Craig. I'm like, yeah, it grew, made sandwiches. It was so good. What do you mean skills? I need skills like Craig. I'm like, yeah, it grew, made sandwich. Oh, so you mean like being able to describe a tomato? I'm guessing that's what you mean. All right, last but not least, Varto. This is another one I got from Common Sense Seeds. Do any of you out there, have you been ordering from Common Sense Seeds in Canada now that they're shipping to the United States again? And I've been showcasing this, I think is my third or fourth week in a row that I'm showcasing some of their varieties that I've recently gotten. This one's from Estonia, which I believe is the smallest country. I grew, I think back in 2024, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Huma Rohaline from Estonia, came from a member from Estonia. Um, and she wrote a whole long thing to me when she gave me seeds, and I believe she explained that Estonia is the smallest country. Common Sense Seeds is always great for explanations, and they say Varto is a lovely and hardy Estonian tomato created at the Jogiva Sorturatus Institute in Estonia. The institute was established in 1920. A site chosen for its cold conditions, which allowed breeders to create varieties adapted to short growing seasons. This is an early compact variety. It's only 18 inches tall, which is 45 centimeters. That did well in medium and large size pots in one of our little greenhouses. It is still described as a windowsill or greenhouse tomato. It is also noted for being shade tolerant. Varto has brilliant red fruit that weigh 50 grams to 100 grams and very good taste, a good sweetness with a bit of tang. Anybody grown Varto or looking to grow Varto? I have not. I really love the compact varieties you can put in pots. I'm growing 506 Bush this year from Old South Seeds. Growing Little Napoli F1 hybrid again after years of not growing it. And then a bunch of dwarfs, of course. Another one I need to add to my list. Yeah, they look and sound good, don't they? All right. Yes, I've ordered Zacatapan and Graffiti Pink from Common Sense. Yeah, that Zacatapan's pretty special. That is a nice looking tomato. I've purchased several varieties from Common Sense Seeds last year and the year before. Some great varieties for drought tolerance and short seasons. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love what they do there. All right. That is it. Everybody have their hashtag tomato in. We've got a whole host of prizes to give away. Hashtag tomato. Last call. Hang on. I need to make banners for those who are giving away prizes. Hang on. Okay. First ones are coming from Heidi Dolan. Sorry there's no trivia question this week. But yeah, it just wasn't happening. That's all right. Hashtag tomato. First prize. They're from Heidi Dolan. She's got 4 prizes to give away. If you win, please contact her directly. Thank you, Heidi, if you're watching. Here's her. You can private message her, Heidi Schmalz-Dolan. All right, first prize, 2 packages of some of her personal favorites. Randy's Rockin' Red, Beefy Purple, so good. Marie, Hidden Treasures of Eternity, Red Trash Panda, and Bliss F6, which is one of Sophia's. So we'll give away 2 of those. Thank you, Heidi. Cordaro. Congratulations, Cordaro. You can contact Heidi. And second one. Hi, Ansel, if you're watching. Hey, buddy. I don't know if you still watch anymore or not, or if you're getting to be a too big boy and you don't watch Mrs. Tomato Head anymore. Jane Herford. Congratulations, Jane. Where's my confetti? There we go. There's confetti. Okay. Next 2 from Heidi are Heidi Dolan packages. Heidi's Wicked Good, which Keena and I both grew last year and was great. Paws Pride, the best micro dwarf, or really a mini dwarf that I've ever had. And Gigi's Glory, her first release, which is a yellow multiflora micro. So she's giving 2 packages of the Heidi Dolan packages. So the first one goes to James Maxwell. Congratulations, James. You can reach out to Heidi. And second one. Akelia. Congratulations, Akelia. You can contact Heidi for the Heidi Dolan package. All right, the next one, donated by Joyce Owens. She sent these to me. So for these, we've got 2 packages of a variety that's, it's not incredibly rare, but not easy to find. It's Cherokee Lemon. And so she ordered 3 packages from Rebloom Heirlooms. She sent me 2 of them. Or no, she sent me 3. I'm keeping 1. The other 2 are to give away. So thank you, Joyce, if you're watching. And again, for this one, you can contact me directly. You can private message me, or you can email me. There's my email address. First one, Cherokee Lemon, full package. Cherokee's a cute cat name. I like that. How have none of you come up with that yet? Robin Moulton, congratulations, Robin. If you can please private message me, that would help out a lot. Okay, and the second one, Cherokee. That's cute. Is that too many syllables? Cherokee? I don't know. Sherman, congratulations, Sherman. I'm going to need your new address, my friend. Congratulations. Okay, next from Olivia Lai, who gives every week. You can contact her directly. Same prize as usual. 10 varieties from her list that you get to choose. You can private message her. And this goes to, thank you, Olivia, for donating again. Mandy Croft, congratulations, Mandy. You can contact Olivia and work that out. Okay, and then we have Misty Carter, who is always so generous also. And she's got 2 packages. First one, Hatho, which I just mentioned. Hatho, Livingston's Dwarf Stone, Zacatapan, which we just mentioned, Arctic Fire, and V-Pro. So those are, those last ones are from Common Sense Seeds. Thank you, Misty. And the winner for this is Stacy O2N. Congratulations, Stacy. You can reach out to Misty. And then second one is Malachite Elf, Marchenwald, Dwarf Mulatte, Clairvoyant Sorcerer, and Heaven, Oregon. This goes to Teresa. Congratulations, Teresa. Hang on one sec here. You can reach out to Misty. Thank you, Misty, again for your donation. Much appreciated. All right, where do we have next? I think we're up to Mary's. Mary Rivas for 2 people. You can contact her. Wild Angel, Lois's Baby Red Panda, Black Robin, and Baby Goldfish for 2 people. I think, was it Lois's Baby Goldfish? I think I missed that. You can contact Mary. First one goes to Steve Peterson. Congratulations, Steve. You can contact Mary. And the second one, you guys are giving away prizes. Perhaps you can write them down too in case somebody doesn't know who they're supposed to reach out to. Mary, you won your own prize. Congratulations. Let's draw another name. So many great prizes today. Thank you, guys. Christy Quinn, congratulations. And was that number 2? Yeah, that was number 2. So congratulations, you guys, and thank you very much, Mary. And then Nesha Sykes is giving away 2 copies of Epic Tomatoes, the best tomato book there is. And there's some good ones out there, but that's really the best. The Bible from Craig LaHoulier. You can reach out to Nesha. So generous, you guys. Thank you very much. And Mary, thank you for the financial donation to the show, too. I appreciate it. Susan Kirby, congratulations, Susan. You can reach out to Nesha. And last one. Odlet, Y7K, congratulations. You can reach out to Nesha. If for whatever reason any of you winners are not on Facebook, feel free to email me. Here's my email address, and I can get you in touch with the person who donated the prizes. All right, that is it. Signing off. I know I said I won't be doing a Thursday show next week. I don't know if I'll do a Wednesday garden tour or not, but I will definitely have some kind of special kitten show to show off my new little babies. And I'll let you guys know who the winners of the name prizes were. Thank you all for your suggestions. We're pretty excited to add. We have so much love in our family to offer, Rob and I do, and of course the kids when they're around. And we're looking forward to welcoming 2 new members. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week. And if I don't do a show next week, can't wait to see you guys, Carlisle, Pennsylvania, next Friday, 12 to 6, Latort Park in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Please join our group chat, which you can find in Tomato Lovers Collective and Swap. Please private message me if you're not a member and you're coming, because it's a great way to talk with other people, maybe reserve some plants and all that. So we haven't done that in years past, and it's been really helpful. So I will see you next time, guys. Peace, love, get your gratitude on, and go grow tomatoes. I'll play the music and assume it's playing. There it is. Bye, everybody.